From the same team that brought you Terrifier 2 comes a new slasher film titled Stream. It's a movie that I've been looking forward to ever since it first got announced. I even donated to their Indiegogo campaign. Writer-director Michael Levy invited me to the New York premiere for the film this past Thursday so I could see it early before it drops in theaters August 21st. A massive thank you from Madison and I for the invite. Stick around after the review for my post-credits discussion of the trip itself.
Everyone, please show up to the theaters because I need to see him.
So now let's put some skin in the game and talk Stream. It's showtime! Stream is a video game-feeling slasher film filled with bloody over-the-top kills and goofy character moments. It delivers on the marketing's promise of being the Expendables of horror, featuring a ton of popular B-movie actors, such as Tim Reed, Danielle Harris, Daniel Roebuck, Bill Moseley, Dee Wallace, Felissa Rose, and a butt-ton more. The film is about a group of slashers terrorizing the guests at a secluded resort. They're doing this for sport and scoring points for each unalive they earn. The whole game is live-streamed to the dark web, where viewers can place bets on who will win, lose, or die. Will the Keenan family survive or become one of the many victims in this terrifying game? I really enjoyed Stream because it hits some similar notes from the Terrifier franchise. It's a horror film that's not afraid to show you a good time while setting up a massive cryptic story. Modern horror can get overly complicated for the sake of being original, but can also miss the point it's trying to make in the process: to entertain, not stream. Although it's slow to start, the moment the full concept of this film takes shape, it explodes. The idea of 4 slashers competing to unalive unsuspecting hotel guests is utilized to its full advantage. The way the slashers interact with each other is so damn funny too. Everyone did a really good job of making each slasher unique and have their own personality. I think a lot of people are going to love players 2 and 3, especially considering a certain moment. Speaking of which, Damien Leone's practical effects are a joy to witness on screen in this movie. The kills are just as good as the last 2 Terrifier films, and as a huge gorehound, I walked away more than satisfied in that department. Although some of the character setups didn't really hit for me, I have to say the story takes some really unexpected turns, especially in that final act. The flow goes from crazy murder sequence to plot progression with either the Keenan family or the Game Master, played by the always excellent Jeffrey Combs. It does, however, turn into something else entirely in the last 15 minutes that was my favorite part of the whole flick. This is a spoiler-free review. The spoiler one will be coming out upon this film's release, but if you feel that the film is too predictable while you're watching it, you won't be ready for what happens during the finale. It's wild! I like that you can see the clear inspirations for this film without it feeling like it's a copycat. Like I said, this has got a cabin in the woods if they picked 4 slasher villains feel to it, but I also noticed a few nods to The Shining and Jurassic Park, especially with a certain character. It's not just the celebrity cameos to look out for in this one. Speaking of which, there's one in there that hasn't been announced yet that nearly made me throw my popcorn up in the air. I promised Michael I wouldn't spoil it, but it's a crazy pull that still has my jaw on the ground. There's a ton of sequels set up at the end of this movie too, and I think the concept organically warrants that. Stream is a really fun concept that I would love to see explored more in the future. From the marketing alone, you might be able to tell, but there's even more promise when you see the post-credits scene. You're gonna want to stick around for that. Between some laugh-out-loud moments from your favorite faces in horror and some of the most gruesome unalives 2024 has to offer, Stream is must-see material. I give it a very strong 8 out of 10. It's one of my favorite horror flicks of the year, and I can't wait to have the Blu-ray shipped out to me. It's one I can see watching many, many, many more times. We were also screened the teaser trailer for Screamboat that night, the new public domain slasher from Fuzz on the Lens. It looks cool, but man, it showed like absolutely nothing. Like, I can't even really make any comments on it because the teaser showed so little. I'm just excited to finally see Art the Clown and Player 2 actor David Howard Thornton as that damn mouse. Any chance I can get an invite to that premiere too? Hit me up, dog! I hope you all go out to the theaters to see Stream on August 21st. It's genuinely worth your time, especially for slasher and Terrifier fans. Get your tickets now and join the stream. A few more notes and I'll close this thing out. Go subscribe to my gaming channel GullGotha, where your boy plays some horror video games. It's a great time over there, and I might even play some of the games you suggest in the comments. You know, maybe. Go check it out. Also, a massive shout out to everyone that supports this page through channel members and Patreon. I genuinely could not do all of these crazy early premieres without you all, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you for making this video and trip happen. Please consider supporting me on Patreon or becoming a channel member by clicking on the link in the description of this video or by pressing the join button on my page. Thank you all again. Are you excited for Stream? Let me know in the comments below, and again, don't forget to buy your tickets now. Thank you all again for watching. Please subscribe, and don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Oh, you're still here. I guess you actually want to hear about my New York trip. Hopefully I don't bore you to death with the details. I had never been to New York City before. I've done a good deal of traveling in my time, but I just never made it out to the Big Apple. Madison and I decided to drive into New York, which was probably a bad idea. I've never been more stressed driving in my life, but thankfully this was the toughest part of the trip.
I drove, bitch.
We got settled around noon and went on a crazy spree through town. We ate multiple slices of dollar pizza, and I even saw a guy on a bike swear at a child standing in his way. It was great. We got all spiffy and headed out to the premiere. I looked alright, but Madison was a smoke show. I don't know why this woman hangs around me, but goddamn, I am lucky. Auga! At the premiere, I met some of my horror heroes and some great friends in the flesh. Bill Moseley understood the assignment with this picture, and Elliot Fulham and his family were so kind as always. I love these people. I finally got to meet a ton of people I've been talking to through social media for so long now too. It was nothing short of a blast. Michael, Jason, and Steve were so kind as well. I told them I was gonna absolutely rip apart their movie, so they must be shocked to see how this video turned out. They tried to throw me out, but I drunkenly fought my way back in. I'm a pariah to society. After the premiere, Madison and I stayed up a bit and fell asleep the moment we started watching Netflix. We had both been up since 3 that morning. There was a lot of snoring and farting between the two of us that night. I can't believe our neighbors got any sleep. Overall, it was a sweet trip, and I'm so happy I even got invited in the first place. Maybe one day I can actually cameo in one of these flicks so I can be more than just press at these premieres. Ya boy's working on it. Thank you all for staying for my goofy post-credit scene. This is actually the end of the video now. Please watch something else on this page. Okay, bye.